Hello, welcome to the 200 drill portion of the class. I'm going to start out with some consonant compounds, and this focuses on initial FR, final RK, final RJ, and final RM. Ready? Frida was frustrated. The fresh fruit was frozen. The franchise sold fragrances. Fran fretted about the loss. Tom loaded the fragile freight on the front of the freighter. On Friday you are free. The frisky frog was not frail. Please tell Mark to park the car and walk to work. The ark is made of cork. Did the berserk man lurk in the bushes? The barge was large. Did he forge through the gorge? The dirge was played by George. Her handshake was warm and firm. The worm was found in the berm on the farm. What is the form for the term paper? The germ will cause harm to your arm. The alarm sounded after the storm. Did Gay perform with charm and grace for the firm? Okay, now I'm going to pick that up and read it at 180. Ready? Frida was frustrated. The fresh fruit was frozen. The franchise sold fragrances. Fran fretted about the loss. Tom loaded the fragile freight on the front of the freighter. On Friday you are free. The frisky frog was not frail. Please tell Mark to park the car and walk to work. The ark is made of cork. Did the berserk man lurk in the bushes? The barge was large. Did he forge through the gorge? The dirge was played by George. Her handshake was warm and firm. The worm was found in the berm on the farm. What is the form for the term paper? The germ will cause harm to your arm. The alarm sounded after the storm. Did Gay perform the charm and grace for the firm? Okay, in the last class, I did a drill that focused on this, that, these, and those. And I'm going to continue on with this same drill. It's just a different section. Ready? This train, these chores, those stores. Supply that, those colors, this control. That trailer, this roster, that expense. Push that, those flames, take these. That record, those papers, this problem. This legion, those masters, these faces. This table, those shoes, set these. That income, this engine, those lamps. Those outlines, this canvas, that enemy. This dish, these grills, those pools. That parcel, those comics, these units. These campers, that system, this poster. These tops, this report, see that. That flower, cancel this, carry that. That suspect, forget these benefits. That suspect, forget this, these benefits. Recall that, try those, this figure. Those boxes, this lumber, these pencils. Those gardens, these cabinets, that canopy. Okay, I will give you some names and addresses. Ready? Westport Public Library, 19 Post Road East, Westport, Connecticut, 06880. Attention vertical file. Nancy Cutney, 136 Elm Street, Crestkill, New Jersey, 07626. Ms. Martha O. Villagomez, 1755 Palmer Drive, Defiance, Ohio, 43512. Ms. Darlene C. Curry, 546 Mary J. Robb Court, Louisville, Kentucky, 40202. Ms. Terry Bressinger, 2005 Dowling Street, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 15210. D.S. Charles, Box 156, Oakland, New Jersey, 07436. Kyle L. Ham, State University College of Arts and Science, Post Dam, New York, 13676. Karen A. Casal, 20 Elizabeth Lane, Peabody, Maine, 09160. Mr. Mike Habal, 7261 Hartwell Lane, Dearborn, Michigan, 48126. Okay, I've got some consonant compounds. The first sentences that you will hear focus on initial WH, initial SM, initial TW, initial SPL, initial SKW, initial SKR, and initial KW. Here we go. Wet your whistle, the whale is white. Wham the wheat, the wheel is out of whack. Smell the smoke, one smack and he was smitten. He could deliver a smooth smash. The smear was small, I have 20 twigs. Twist the twine, the twins won twice. The twain shall meet at twilight. Splint the splinter, the rain goes splat and splatters. Splurge and buy a splicer. Split the tube to the spleen. Squeal when you see the squid. Squint to see the square. The squire was squat and fat. Squeeze the squash. Tighten the screw in the screen. Scram when you hear the screech. The scratch will make her scream. Read a scrap of the script. His quest was for a quilt. The quiz was quick. He made a quip about the query. Pull the quill and hear a quack. Now the rest of these sentences are going to focus on final GS, final PD, final CHD, final MT, final SHG. Ready? Keep the dogs off the rugs. She begs for figs. Bill digs for slugs. Old hags have ugly mugs. He wrapped and shipped it. Cole hoped she hadn't slipped. Brad mapped and typed it. He had hopped when she sipped it. He reached in and pitched it out. Bill matched and then patched it. Allie watched as she latched the door. The thatched roof was detached. We need prompt payment. Attempt a contempt citation. It will tempt him to use cement. A moment will fix your unkempt hair. Aspen is rushing to go fishing. Blake is joshing about dashing. He is wishing he were cashing it. He is finishing his pushing. Okay, I'm going to give you some legal terms and definitions. Ready? Court rules. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong. I'm going to move over one. Here we go. Derivative use immunity. A witness's compelled testimony may not be used against him, nor many or any fruits of that testimony. However, the immunity is not complete. If the government obtains independent evidence, it may be used against the witness. Diminished capacity. A defense. Whenever a defendant's mental condition does not meet the test of insanity, but the defendant's mental state prevented the forming of the requisite, most states allow the defendant to introduce evidence of her mental state in an attempt to be convicted of a lesser crime. Some states do not permit this, as they treat the defense of insanity as all or nothing. Discovery. The pretrial process whereby the defense and prosecution exchange information about a case. Double jeopardy clause. The Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution prohibits prosecuting or punishing a person twice for the same act. The double jeopardy clause does not prohibit two sovereign entities from punishing a person for the same act. Due process. A contempt embodied in the Fifth and 14th Amendments to the United States Constitution, also contained in all the state constitutions, generally held to mean that no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without first being provided notice of an impending government action against the individual, the opportunity to be heard, and often the right to a jury trial. Generally, a provision requiring that individuals be given their day in court before their government can act against them. Duress. A defense applicable when a person commits a crime under threat of serious bodily harm or death. Durham test. A test used for determining insanity. Under Durham, a person is not guilty because of insanity if the unlawful act was the product of mental disease or defect. This test is no longer used by any jurisdiction. Okay. That concludes our drill portion of the 200 class. You have a great day.